Hello guys. So now we are going to access, now we are going to do a lab on manual natig for inbound rule. As you can see, I have already configured the inbound rule for manual netting. This is the rule which I have created, and let me explain it. So I have kept original source as any. So because I am allowing to access the any user from outside of the network to access this machine. The actual machine they are accessing is 30.100, but they are getting the IP address of that is as 19.50 because we are hiding that. We are providing security from outside of the network to protect it from the hackers. So no one will going to see the IP address of 30.100. They will just going to see it as 19.50 because when they reach 19.50 machine, it will get translated to 30.100. Actually, this machine is not existed in real time because in my case, I have configured, I have now I'm not having actual machine in my real life or in this lab. So I just created, I have allowed this machine to use the MAC address of external interface of a firewall. So this machine is using MAC address of ETH1 and it is reaching that interface only, but the IP address will be visible as 19.50 for the external users. Okay, so the rule says anyone who's want to access this machine should be translated to this with any services. I am allowing with any service. And one more thing, we can configure the rule like that the service could also be translated. It will provide more granular security for the server. Let us take this as a server, which is which is in our internal network machine. Okay, 30.100 is our internal machine, and this is our external machine, which is accessing the this server. Okay, so let me also show you the policies. As I already told you, one more thing, the machine should what are the machines we are using in manual netting. That machine should have a MAC address, or it means that should be in real life, or we have to create a host. So we already created a host, and for this machine I have given the MAC address of ETH1, the external interface of a firewall. That MAC address I have given to this machine. Okay, and this I done in graphical use, sorry, web UI. Let me show this again. For this we have to go to web UI, and we have to go to R and have to configure the R proxy. Okay, and in previous video already shown how to do this. Okay, let me get back to here. Sorry. Okay, this is the what NAT rule says, and this is the inbound rule. Someone who is accessing from the outside of the network to this machine, this will help to translate that IP address to this IP address. Okay, let me show the policies. So I have configured a rule where to allow any user from the outside of network to the inside. So this is the rule which this is the policy which helps in the accessing the inside machine, which is 30.19, sorry, 30.100, uh, but no one is knowing that IP address, so everyone will access this IP address from the outside of the network. So I have given destination as 28.12.19.15. So I'm already published it and installed this policy on the gateway. So let me go to external machine to access the. Okay, this is my external machine which is having IP address as 28.12.19.100. Okay, I'm accessing the RDP service as, let me show this policy where I have allowed the services as web service, remote desktop protocol, and echo request. So now I'm going to access the remote desktop. Okay, Okay, now we are accessing the remote desktop service from outside of the network machine to the inside network machine. Okay, and I have given the IP address as 19.50. In practically in real life, it is not exist in my life. Still, I am using it by allowing to use the MAC address of a Ethernet outer external interface of a external interface of a firewall. So let me try to connect with this IP address to the internal machine. So before already I have accessed this machine using username as Farhan. So let me try to connect. Let me give the IP address, password. As you can see, we are able to connect this machine. Okay, now I got the RDP access, remote access of that to machine 19.15. So but actually we are accessing 30.100 machine. Let me show you. So we are accessing this machine by using, let me put inside. So I'm accessing here it is showing like that 19.50 we are accessing, but in real life we are accessing 192.168.30.100 machine. Okay, so we are accessing this machine by using this IP address because we are providing security. So let me show you the logs and try to explain. Let me refresh. Okay, as you can see, this is the logs which are created for that service. Okay, the source is the 19.100 machine. Let me show here. Okay, the source machine is the which is requesting this service is the external machine and IP address is 19.100 and its source port is 53557 and it is from external machine. Okay, it is not from inside destination, it is coming to internal, it is trying to access the internal machine. Okay, and it is requesting for the service as RDP and the interface from which is coming is ETH1 and the destination is 28.19.50. Okay, and it is translated to 30.100. By this we are accessing this server, this machine by using this IP address. Okay, this is our the main motive of this lab. Okay, so this is the firewall name, this is the layer name, this is the inbound rule. Okay, okay, here it is the NAT rule number. So by using this NAT rule 2 is able to access this machine. 90.100 machine is able to access the internet. Okay, not internet, not to the our server machine. So this is the rule which is helping this machine to access the our internal machine. Okay, let us see what are the rules which is matching. So these are the policies which is allowing this machine to come inside of the firewall. So rule number 3, inbound rule is allowing to get into inside of a firewall so that it can access the RDP services. So this is about the manual netting inbound rule. Okay, thank you guys.